Hey y'all, it's Jen and welcome to my channel Ifers Inklings. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about Charles Bukowski before we get into this poetry discussion. Now, I have 5 collections of Charles Bukowski here, and the poems that I discuss are going to come from these works. Some of Charles Bukowski's works, a lot of Charles Bukowski's works are vulgar and crass, full of profanities and vivid sexual content and details. And while some of the poems that I pick won't have those elements in them, there probably will be some that do. So if that is offensive to you in any way, shape, or form, please go ahead and click out of this video right now. I cannot guarantee that it will not contain any of those elements. Now, with that said, I hope you enjoy this poetry discussion on one of the works from Charles Bukowski. Hey guys, it's Jen and welcome back to my channel Ifers Inklings. Today I have another poetry discussion video for you. We will be discussing Charles Bukowski's poem, An Answer to Critics of Sorts, as found in his collection on love. This is just what this poem means to me and what feels it brings out in me as well. So first I'm going to start out by reading it. It is an answer to a critic of sorts. A lady will perhaps meet a man because of the way he writes, and soon the lady might be suggesting another way of writing. But if the man loves the lady, he will continue to write the way he does. And if the man loves the poem, he will continue to write the way he must. And if the man loves the lady and the poem, he knows what love is, twice as much as any other man. I know what love is. This poem is to tell the lady that. Now, to me, this is Charles Bukowski telling someone he loves them in the way that Charles Bukowski knows how. A lot of times people don't say I love you in ways that are traditional. Love can be said in a lot of different ways, and Bukowski has a love of writing and a love for poems, and he has to write. That is the way he gets out everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the wonderful. It all has to come out of him through his writing. And I think that is very apparent where he says that if he loves the poem, then he will continue to write the way he must, because he must write in a certain way to get that feeling and that emotion and everything out onto the page. It just has to come out. But at the same time, there's also love that has to come out. And when someone is kind of closed off and doesn't show emotion well, doesn't show his vulnerability, then it has to be said in another way. And he loves the writing, and so he knows what love is. He knows what that passion for something is. And you can have love and passion for a woman as well, but sometimes it's not as easy to tell someone that you love them or that you're passionate about them or whatever, however you want to say it, because it makes you vulnerable. And this is his way of telling her, look, I know that I know how to write, I know how to love, and I know how to tell you that I love you through my writing. Even if it's not always apparent, it's there. And yeah, so this poem just really spoke to me. My favorite lines in this poem are the last two, and that is, I know what love is. This poem is to tell the lady that. And it just makes my heart smile. And so that's it. That's my thoughts on Charles Bukowski's poem, An Answer to a Critic of Sorts. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this poem. Did you pick out the vulnerability and the love and the passion of the words and the woman as much as, you know, the same way I did in this poem? What did you think that this poem is saying? A lot of times Bukowski's pretty straightforward, and his poems just say what they mean, what they say. There's no underlying anything to it. But I do think that there's a little bit of vulnerability that's shown in this as well. So in the comments below, let me know what you what you thought of this. I'd love to discuss Bukowski with you. I love talking Bukowski. Let me know if there's a poem you want me to read and talk about. I have several marked in this collection, and I have 4 other collections by him to pick from. So we're gonna have a lot of Bukowski here. So if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up over there. I would really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That way you can be notified when I post new videos. And I will be talking more Bukowski poems in the future. So if you want to hear my thoughts on Bukowski, be sure and stick around. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.